which is fine by me. I think the silver turtle is probably a nice one that I'll probably bring into the auction as well, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. So I'm going to make this one a little bit differently today. Normally I do a sprue straight down the middle, but this particular time I'm going to turn the mould over onto its side and do it that way. So we'll see how we go with it. So what I do then is I get our cornflour sock out. Try and do it so the base of it is facing which way I want the sprue to go. So try and get him nice and square in the middle just there. Looking good. Now what I've got is this little piece of brick that I use. And that's just to sit my sprue. I'm using this little tiny file today because it's got a nice thickness for the sprue. I'll put that in there just like that. Looking good. We've just got a helicopter going over at the moment, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. We'll just have to put up with it. Hopefully it won't take too long. We'll get our next piece of frame happening. Take it down nice and tight. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for turning up to the auction the other day. It was a great success. I think the next one though I'm going to make a lot shorter. That last one went for, it seemed like hours because I had a lot to get rid of, and I just wanted to make sure there was enough funds in the account to go on. And after the auction, it's been good. So we live for another 6 months. All right, we'll take it apart. And there he is, looking good. What I do then is I squash down the majority of this end, because this will turn into my sprue. I won't cut it out this time, I'll just press it in with my thumb. Put that piece aside. Do the same with this one here. So you just push it down to make that funneling shape, but much closer to the piece. So it looks a little bit like that. Okay, shake him out. Doesn't want to come out. There you go. Don't know if you can see him well there, but he's definitely there. And try and make that fairly well the same. Back together. Now this one, if I flip it over, I've got to pour down that hole there. I hope you can see that. I can't see the camera, but I think you get my drift. Okay, so what I've got to do now, because I'm using dodgy parts, I've got to get a clamp on that to hold that together. So I'll just get a clamp. Hang on a minute. Alright, so I've got these 2 bits of wood. Anyone who is out there who sells this type of framework, then send me an email. I really need to get an upgrade all well and good making your own, but the professional ones sometimes are a little bit easier. I'll just turn that around so you can all see it. And I'll just get some metal prepared and I'll turn it back on. Alright, I'll see you in a sec. That was a bit of drama. Hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, I think it's going to have turned out. I've got a tiny little bead just there. Let's kick him out. We'll save that one for later to clean up. Alright, let's have a look. Remove all the wood because it might catch on fire. And give it something to scrape it with. Oh, it looks like it's pretty good. And I need to organise some better water. Anyway, let's have a look at him. Alright, he looks like he's turned out pretty beautifully. I'll give him a drop in the water so I can touch it. I'll give it a little polish over there. I'll just turn the camera slightly. There you go. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, I'm sorry. Let me just turn you back. And now I get my Dremel out. Just clean it up a little bit more. Alright, he's starting to come along pretty good. All of his feathers are there. He's got a little ridge just there where I joined the mould together. I'll take that out. I'll cut off the sprue, of course. Sometimes the sprues come off pretty easy, sometimes they don't. There you go. I'll just change the tip of this Dremel to this sanding disc. Now I should have another box so I can catch some of the filings, but I don't. And there he fairly well is. He's got his eyes and beak and everything's there beautiful. And what I do normally then is I'll just grab hold of my tumbler and I'll pop him in there for a minute. So hang on a sec, I'll get... Alright guys, I'll just move this out of the way. And now what I've got here, this is my tumbler. And inside here I have these tiny little beads of stainless steel ball bearings and little pieces, and a little bit of water. Piece goes in, top goes on, and I have a little screw cap back here that goes on top next. Let's move that out of the way. And that sits on top like that. Start it up. Now that's going to sit there for about an hour or so, and after that I'll open it up and show you. I'll just jump forward quickly. Alright guys, that's about an hour. Let's take it out and have a look how it's turned out. Make sure I leave the beads in there. Give them a bit of a rinse. Let me just come over here so I can see too. And there he is. Hopefully you can see it. Anyway guys, beautiful. Thanks very much for staying this long in the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment please. I really need some comments about what to make for the next auction, what you'd be interested in having a look at made. Okay guys, thanks so much. Catch you on the next one. So that's it from me. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.